Hello, my little dudes, and hi, it's me, Debbie, back with another video, and today we're gonna be talking about incels. I I haven't even started, and I'm already regretting this. Like, there's this gut feeling in my stomach that's just telling me I shouldn't do this right now. But we're gonna push through, and we're gonna put through it anyway because I love you dudes. You're part of my squad, and I'm gonna give you guys that sweet content. So, yeah, went on Reddit, just typed in r/incels, picked out this subreddit, I think that's called incel tier, r/incel tier, and, so we're just gonna, look through that. My voice is kind of scratchy and scraggly, and at first I was thinking I should probably clear up my throat before I do this, but then I'm like, nah, it'll add to the aesthetic because I'm gonna be doing voices to help with the immersion. Okay, so we got 4 because that's all I could handle, and also a lot of them have a lot of strong choice words, and we're trying to keep it a Christian Minecraft server here, so I will be lightly censoring some. It's okay, you're gonna only be hearing fricks and hex today, kids. So yeah, I mean, it's fine. I mark all my videos as not for kids anyway, so I don't worry about a 5-year-old watching this. So yeah. So yeah, first article we have here is people who hate incels. Wait, I should do the voice.
People who hate incels are not just lower than subhuman, they're in a different subset altogether.
Okay, so a lot to unpack there. I've seen this a lot in incel stuff where it's ugh,
these people are so subhuman.
and it's they paint themselves. It's there's a genetic high, incels. The thing that irritates me with them is that they use weirdly sci-fi-ish, it sounds science-y, humanoids and femoids and subhuman and subset, and it's all very why are you trying to make this sound all scientific, and why you got terminology? You're just a bunch of guys who said you ain't got your pure sweet holy Christian goth girl GF or whatever. I don't I honestly feel really bad for incels, man. So let's keep reading. Okay.
To be a human is to have empathy and glory.
No. To be a human is to be classified scientifically as a Homo sapien, but whatever.
Nowadays, with feminists and SJW, they preach equality in pursuit of happiness.
Why do they? Oh my gosh. It's they're equality? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Equality? I don't understand why they do that, but okay. But anyways.
Yeah, what about incels? Why are we hated by the so-called SJW brigade? They give everyone else equality except us. When we have a disadvantage, then some Chad with abs who goes around with 5 women in 1 month. There's a problem.
Bro, they give everyone else equality except bro, we're not trying to take away your... If an incel's watching this right now, I mean, I personally am not a part of the SJW brigade. I don't think about feminism enough to call myself a feminist. I think everyone just deserves equal rights, and apparently there's subsects of feminism. I haven't done enough research, I think, to call myself a feminist. I think I kind of equality of all genders. That's whatever that's called. Which I think is feminism. Maybe. But anyways, I don't think anybody's trying to take away incels' rights. We're just laughing at how ridiculous your guys' the mentality of incels are. I don't think we're kind of yes, I think some people, when y'all have some crazy ideas women need to be sent back to the home and don't deserve rights, I think that's kind of that's kind of why sometimes people are you don't deserve rights, because there are incels going around being women don't deserve rights, which is actually one of the things I picked. We'll get to that later. So I don't know why. I think it's just because, golden rule, treat others the way you want to be treated. Incels, I don't know if you noticed, I know you guys think that you're super nice and caring sometimes, or maybe that's nice guys. I think there's an overlap. I know you think you're really sweet and nice sometimes, but the way you describe women isn't with respect. So you disrespecting women and expecting respect back's not something you're gonna get, period, okay? And that's it, sis. That's it. On God, period. Okay, so more of this. there's more. There's like 4 paragraphs of this stuff. So,
how are we expected to have a career or focus and study when we are constantly feeling unloved, unwanted, and constantly frustrated and toxic from the treatment of society and seeing happy couples everywhere? Why are we not viewed as having a disadvantage? How can someone think clear or behave according to feminist social norms when they are incel?
dude, I don't know if you know this, but not having a girlfriend isn't a disadvantage. It's not a disadvantage, honey. Do you see like Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk with like a girl at their side while they were making their companies? I think not. Okay, they were nerds in their basements in college. Dude, you being single is not the same as somebody in a wheelchair. It's not a disadvantage. It's not a disability. You just don't have a girlfriend. That don't change nothing. Are you telling me that a 5-year-old has a disadvantage because he's not getting smooches from Stacy over there? No, yeah. Dude, not being in a romantic relationship doesn't constitute it as like a disadvantage. You don't need romantic relationships. It's not necessary. You see nuns? They live in their best lives in those monasteries. Or at least I hope they are. I hope they aren't. Yeah, they're fine. Most of them probably wanted to be there. So like, yeah, they're doing great. Living their best lives, in a romantic relationship, and they thrive in. Do you see that one of those nuns and the priest in like that monastery place doing that Judas TikTok challenge? Yeah, they were vibing, okay? They were doing great, so you don't need... I feel bad for them, because it almost feels like they're a product of like that whole idea that like you need to be in a relationship, like you need to be in a relationship or your life's complete, and they just like take this to such a hard extreme. Like, every single time I look at an incel, I'm like, bro, who hurt you? Who? I feel so bad. But, yeah, so, next one, it is...
Some of it just seems beyond evil, like the ones who go and bully us and make fun of us for being incel. They are completely evil. They are subhuman. Whatever happened to having sympathy for the unfortunate?
What? You're single. There's nothing unfortunate. You ain't poor. You ain't got mental. We'll get back to that one. The jury's out on that one. But, you don't really have any sort of unfortunate, bruh. You're probably just some random dude sitting in his basement. That's not really unfortunate as much as it is pathetic, which is kind of unfortunate, I guess. But, like, you don't need, dude. You can get out of that situation on your own. It's just your mind's sad. So, yeah.
There are 3 types of non-incels. The sympathetic guy who gets girls and who wants to help us, incels, also get girls. 2, the kind of ignorant person who doesn't understand the struggles we have to go through, who doesn't understand the toxic frustration of being alone and how much it damages the psyche. 3, this is the worst of the bunch. The person who thinks it's funny we're incel and likes to bully us and make us feel even worse. This kind of incel is literal excrement. Literal excrement and deserves to burn in hell for many, many years.
Okay, I mean, I think there's like person number 1's like a really nice person, trying to get their sad incel friend a girlfriend. Then number 2's kind of just, number 2 and 3 are kind of just normal people. Yeah, you just kind of like, yo, what you're doing is kind of weird. Why you calling chicks femoids and guys Chads and chicks Stacy? Like, what up with that? How do you expect yourself to get a girlfriend when you always call females dumb and stupid and ridiculous? And I just... This video's already gotten 10 minutes long. Who's sweet? I only got through 1. Okay, we're cutting this short, I guess. Have a part 2 next time. So, yeah. Looks like I'm gonna have to cut this short. So then there's... Ooh, this is the one I hate the most. Okay, this is the most disgusting thing. Okay, so there's this picture of this like guy knowing that like how I sleep knowing that millions of women around the globe are slaves with no rights. And not the greatest thing to see, okay. And then this is how he responds. Okay,
this is what femoids deserve. Chains and burkas.
Okay, there's more.
Okay, they should never have been allowed to serve any sense of individuality. They should not even be allowed to have property or the right to speak without permission of a man. It should be illegal to teach them how to write or read. Boys should be kept in the slave caste and should only be used for reproduction. They should be sold on the streets like any other type of product. Domestic violence against them should not only be legal but reinforced by the state.
Oh my gosh, this is, oh my gosh, who hurt this man? Who hurt this man? I've seen people with daddy issues. I've seen people with mommy issues. They don't turn out like this. They don't turn out like this. I don't even, how can you fix this? I don't know what to do. These people are scaring me. Oh my gosh, why are you going on the internet saying that women do not deserve rights? We barely got rights as it is. We have not had rights for not even 2 centuries. Not even 200 years. How long ago could we not vote, man? Come on. The women's voting ballots ain't even heating up yet. You already turning off the microwave. Come on, bro. I wish that these people that, you know, that thing where it was just I was born in the wrong decade. I should have been born in the 1990s. These people should have been born in the 8th century. CE, BCE-ish. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell them. How do you expect to get girls with this? What's the goal? Only have women around for reproduction? That's so... Oh my gosh! Dude, I've seen the commercials for Handmaid's Tale, and I've seen people saying oh man, Handmaid's Tale, it's not supposed to be a dystopia. It's us in the now. And I was oh my gosh, that's the stupidest thing I've heard in my entire heckin' life, bro. Go back to Twitter. And now I look at this, and I'm oh my lordy, they ain't wrong. Don't got the right to talk. Only there for reproduction. Slave caste system. This is cursed. This isn't even cursed. This is demonic. Y'all need Jesus. Not even then, because y'all gonna twist it into some weird way and then flirt with the nuns and then be weird to the group leader female people. I don't know, dude. These people need to go to rehab. We need to have a rehab for incels. And y'all oh my gosh, women, they suck. And I still have 2 more of these to go. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm not gonna do the other ones. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut this short. You know, I'll just probably make a part 2. If you want to see a part 2, comment how crackhead these incels are, and, comment, subscribe, all those cool, fun things. And if you're an incel watching this, genuinely, sincerely, I know I've been kind of ragging on you this whole video, but I sincerely hope that y'all get better, because this is not a way I would will anybody to live. Feeling they're alone and destitute and everyone hates them, and they have such a toxic mentality about people and women, and that's not a way I would want my worst enemy to live. And trust me, I really hate my worst enemy. He's the Chad that you guys hate, so I'm pretty sure you guys would probably hate him too, because he's kind of a Chad, but yeah. That's what I have in common. That's what I have in common with the incels. We just collectively hate the same person. It's hey, you may be a gross femoid, but we can still agree this guy's pretty disgusting. But yeah, toodles my doodles. See you in the next one. Oh my gosh, this was the worst idea I have ever had.